Long week of practice.
Definitely. Yeah.
How's it gone so far for you preparing for Stanford?
It's going good. We're doing great things out there. We're hustling around and just making plays and stuff like that in practice, so it's going real well.
Obviously, there's been a lot of issues with the defense. Are you finding yourself more comfortable than being on the, are you outside, are you playing inside, taking snaps inside as well?
I play mostly outside linebacker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Tell me about how practice has gone with that. Obviously, there's an injury problem. What have been some of the changes that have happened that occurred this week as far as rotations?
We don't talk about depth chart and stuff like that. So, but practice is going real well. Yeah, we're doing great out there. Yeah.
Tell me what you know about Stanford and what you're looking for. Obviously, they've got their big running back Taylor. Mm-hmm. They've got their big tight ends.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're big and we're big too. So we're just coming out there just going head to head, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna fight, they're gonna fight, and that's gonna be it pretty much. So just play hard.
What's been the mood of this team since in the last 2 weeks? Defense has struggled on the D-line a little bit, not necessarily with injuries, but just giving up some yardage in the passing game as well. What's been the mood of this team?
It's been great, actually. Practice, we fight hard. We've been fighting hard in practice and just trying to do everything we can to get each win. So it's definitely, we're doing good, actually. I think we're doing really well with what we have. Yeah.
You came to Oregon as a tight end. Now you've moved to the D-line. Are you more comfortable on the defensive side?
I'm definitely kind of more comfortable on the defensive side. It's more what I played in high school, this outside linebacker position. So I'm starting to get used to it, starting to get into the groove. So I'm starting to get it down. So it's going pretty well.
Back in fall camp, you were talking about how Dion has been a big mentor to you. How much has that relationship moved forward? How much has he helped you on the outside?
I can't even explain. It's a word. It's like our relationship is great. He's a great communicator, great leader out there on the field, and he's one of, if not one of the hardest workers on the team. So he's just a boisterous leader, and I just follow everything he does.
What kinds of things have you worked on, and has he helped you with just in your game?
Mostly just how to be physical at all times, and with drops and stuff like that, how to drop in the coverage properly, and just being smart. And the biggest thing is you have to be a great communicator out there, because there's a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff going back and forth, and you got to be able to see. And so it's just the biggest thing is communication. You got to communicate, you got to talk, you got to sing, you got to do everything out there. So it's pretty good.
I would assume film study is pretty important to you as well.
Yeah, film is a very important thing. You get to see a lot of things that happen in the game. So if you watch film and you know your stuff, you might know the play ahead of time before it comes. So, and that's a big thing that helps out while watching film. So that's pretty good.
On the defense this week in particular, what's the biggest challenge in facing this Stanford team?
I don't necessarily say it's a challenge. I just think we're a great team, and we're going to go out there and just fight. You know what I'm saying? They're going to fight. We're going to fight, like I said, and it's going to be a dogfight. And that's what happens in college football. So we're just ready.
You faced a lot of dual threat quarterbacks this year. I mean, you're used to that. You practice against some of the best in the country, obviously here. What do you know about Hogan, his game, quarterback for Stanford?
I mean, he can be elusive sometimes, and it's just that's where it's important to have your eyes. It's, you gotta look into the backfield, see what's going on, recognize if it's a drop or a pass. You know what I'm saying? That's the things that you got pretty much got to focus on. It's just your eyes, and you got to train your eyes to look in the backfield at all times.
What are some of the things that Coach Aliotti stressed this week in particular, coming out of the Cal game, going into the Stanford game?
Just keep up the hard work with exactly what we've been doing throughout the season. Just keep communication. Communication is probably the biggest thing. You got to communicate. New guys getting reps and stuff like that. So it's just a big thing about getting communication.
Lastly, as we get down the stretch, 2 regular season games to go. Possible Pac-12 championship, obviously a bowl game. How's the mental focus of this team right now as you go down the stretch?
We're very focused. Very focused. While we're in there in the practice field, not thinking about anything else. We take it day to day. Don't worry about the next day. Take each day at a time and just practice hard. That's all we can do.